Hey guys, and welcome to another RC video with myself, Jake Billing. Today we're looking at the XinLeHong Toys 9125 monster truck. So this product has been sent to me today by gearbest.com, and if you're interested in the product, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description box right below so you can take a look at this thing online. What I will mention is that the XinLeHong Toys that's in front of me is exactly the same as the GP Toys S920 monster truck we looked at before. Now, I'm not too sure who is the original manufacturer for this product, however I can tell you there's about a $5 to $10 difference in the price range, but they're exactly the same. So that's enough of me talking. This is the box, this is what it looks like. It comes in a small, compact size, nice and easy, good for entry level and beginners. So let's get inside this thing straight away. I'll break the seal. There we go. As you can see there, it comes really neatly packaged in this little box. Everything's inside here that you need to make this thing work. Just going to break the seals on it. That allows us to get the transmitter out. There it is. We'll have a look at that in a moment. You know what? Let's just unbox this. Okay, so if we open the cable ties on the bottom to allow the truck to be released, get rid of this cardboard. As you can see, here is the truck. Really nice, neat little package. Actually, I think I prefer the body on this model than I did on the GP Toys. It looks a little bit nicer. This one's got the red wheels on it, whereas the other one was blue. They're exactly the same, so they come with fully independent suspension. You've got metal drive shafts inside this thing. There is dual rear shocks on the back. And like I said, because it's fully independent, you've got a lot more control anyway. And because it's an entry-level truck, it's not too expensive, which is always a nice thing. So you get yourself a little LiPo charger, so you can plug your battery that's in the truck inside this. It'll take about 2.5 hours, but it will charge that 2-cell LiPo up for you. You could also use a third-party charger like I use here, which is basically a quicker way of charging it. You just plug in your little adapter for the battery, and then charge it up in about 15-20 minutes at a safe charge level. Now, the one thing that GP Toys did for me was they gave me a British plug, so that might sway the balance a little bit. This is, I think, European, so obviously I'd have to use an adapter on this if I was going to use the stock battery. You also get a little toolkit here and some little spare clips, because you often lose the body pins because they get knocked off and whatever else. Much, much, much better now without that on. As you can see, that's all it is. A piece of Lexan, nicely painted, looks really nice actually. If we have a quick look in the instruction manual, it actually shows you how to operate the vehicle, which is really handy for someone that's learning the hobby. I just wanted to also show you that all of the parts are listed there. If you break anything, you can just search for that on the website gearbest.com. So when looking inside this thing, it's quite a simple design. There's not an awful lot to see. You can see the dual rate shocks on the rear, single rate shocks on the front. There's not an awful lot to see. It's quite a polished product, so there's not a lot exposed. Not a lot can get damaged, which is quite good, quite a safe thing to do. So you can see straight away on there, you've got a little cooling fin that sits over the two motors. Now the motors sit underneath this back part which drive the four-wheel drive system. You've also got the radio built into that. You can see the tiny little antenna sitting just there as well. So all the steering servo components will be in this front part here. They're all hidden away, you can't even see them, which is really handy. So if we take a look under the battery compartment here, it's a little panel that pops off. You can see the little 2-cell LiPo that just sits inside that compartment. So this has got Aurora 2-cell high capacity 1600 milliamp hour LiPo written on it. You've got the T-plug Dean's connector and a JST balance connector for these third-party chargers as well. While we're waiting for the little 2-cell LiPo to charge, I want to show you the transmitter here. You've got the on-off switch here, which is just as simple as that. You've got a high and low speed setting here, so it will drive slow or fast. You can adjust how much it steers. You can adjust the trim on if it's going left too much or right too much. And you can also reverse that, so just steer left and goes right instead of left. Now in the bottom of this, as I described, takes just 3 AA batteries. You can steer left and right, and then it's go, brake and reverse together, like a trigger. Go, go, go. Nice little radio, basic, but does the job. Should be able to steer. And it's digital proportional, so the more you steer left or right, the more it'll actually steer. So if you jam it, it'll just steer as far as it can. If you steer a little bit, it'll just turn a little bit at a time. Same for acceleration, it should be able to drive now as well. Let's have a little look at this thing, shall we? Here we go. That's in high speed mode. Nice. Bit of vibration there. Let's switch it to low speed. So it's about half the speed. Nice. It looks very interesting indeed, and I'm looking forward to taking this outside. Let's go and have some fun.
And it goes all right. It has got a little bit of power, and of course it has those dual motors. Trying to donut, but it can't do it. Come on, nearly, not far off. Nice, burnout. Oh, look at that. So as you can see, it is plenty of fun on and off-road. Oh, it's good. It's just a lot of fun, and it's so easy to drive. It handles all the terrains really well because of that suspension. And it seems to have picked up a leaf. Oh, a feather.
There we go, guys. The XinLeHong Toys 9125 brushed monster truck with fully independent suspension, four-wheel drive system, 2 motors, 2S LiPo, all ready to run. I have to say I was quite impressed with this truck today. It's a lot of fun. If you want to have a look at this product, guys, it'll be in the description box right below, gearbest.com, and the link will be there as well. Thanks again, gearbest.com, for sending me this product for review today. As always, I'll see you next time. XinLeHong Toys what is it? 9125. Now, I really fancy a McDonald's. Starving.